Division start. Stand up. Ease. Passing out pass. Rear rank only. Stand up. Ease. Passing out pass. Rear rank only. Hoop. Passing out pass. Front rank only. Stand down. Ease. female officers and ratings. Parade off caps. Stand at ease. Stand easy.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Father David. I'm the senior chaplain here at Sultan. Those of you who can cast your mind back to the pass out parade at Raleigh, and if you can tap into the pride that you felt at that event, well, this is yet another momentous event in the life and road that these young people have taken. They don't get there without a lot of hard work, and I've seen that close up. Sweat, anxiety over exams, but they've all come through. And all of them standing here deserve to be here. But they're not the only ones who have worked hard. The staff that have supported them, they have worked extremely hard as well. So it's a combined team effort. But I think it's important that we acknowledge the role that they play. So can I maybe ask you to show your appreciation in the usual way? One of the best bits of this job is seeing people achieve, moving from A to B and growing in confidence. And believe it or not, they're quite a God-fearing group. I saw them on Wednesday and asked them how they felt now that it was all over. And one of them said, "Thank God it's over." And I said, "Well, yeah, I can do that, so I'll see you on the parade on Friday." But just as we thank them for their efforts and thank the staff, it is important also to take a moment to thank God, and we do so in the traditional prayer of the Royal Navy. So let us pray. O eternal Lord God, who alone spreadest out the heavens and rulest the raging of the sea, who has compassed the waters with bounds until day and night come to an end, be pleased to receive into thy almighty and most gracious protection the persons of us thy servants and the fleet in which we serve. Preserve us from the dangers of the sea and from the violence of the enemy, that we may be a safeguard unto our most gracious Sovereign Lady, Queen Elizabeth, and her dominions, and a security for such as pass on the seas upon their lawful occasions, that the inhabitants of our island and commonwealth may in peace and quietness serve thee our God, and that we may return in safety to enjoy the blessings of the land, with the fruits of our labours, and with a thankful remembrance of thy mercies, to praise and glorify thy holy name, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Parade, ha! Parade, on caps. Parade, stand at ease, stand easy. Parade, ha! Presentation of prize and award. Parade, stand at ease, stand easy. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Captain's Merit Prize is awarded to the rating who, in the opinion of the training and divisional staff, has applied the most effort in all areas of ETICC. This award is actually strongly supported by the rest of the class as well, so I think that demonstrates how much effort has been put in. The prize winner for the ME 150 1805 is ET.ME Samuel G.
Sorry, just before we move on, any family? Come and have your photos, please. Sorry, guys. I get in trouble with the warrant officers now, but I like to leave it.
Yeah, easily.
Right, ha! VIP's dress. Parade. Stand at ease. Stand easy.
So first things first, I wish I'd compared notes with a bish because he's stolen half my sandwiches. Cheers. So first of all, a really good morning and a special welcome to the families. On behalf of the establishment's commanding officer, welcome to HMS Sultan, the home of marine engineering and the place that has housed your children and loved ones for the last 31 weeks. And I'm absolutely delighted to kick this off with the guys telling me that this is the best course that they've seen in 5 years. And I know these two very well, so that is a real achievement. So many congratulations, and I'm pleased everybody bring their hands together for the course. Without a doubt for you, an exceptionally proud moment, and probably the second proudest moment that you've had of their time in the Royal Navy. First of all, heading down to the West Country into HMS Raleigh and seeing them pass out, where, as I said to some of the team this morning, we marinise them. You know, we had to sort of break them down a little bit and marinise them and make them sailors. And then they come into Sultan. We take the shackles off a little bit. I think, do we even allow them to stay out at night? Only a little bit with these two. So they're down to one shackle, and we allow them to really explore, find themselves a little bit as well, because some of them are only young, and get around Portsmouth and around the establishment. And I'm delighted to see that they've absolutely maximised everything that this fine establishment has to offer. So for you guys, you know, the L plates are off now, P plates are still on as you head into your first sea assignment. So, but do look after yourselves and look after each other. So who am I? Commander Larry Holmes. Okay, I'm the Engineer Ratings Career Manager. So luckily for you guys, I don't actually career manage anybody. I just have the oversight of in excess of 4,000 people. And that ranges from this group this morning, who are now what we call gains to the trained strength, through to Warrant Officer 1s and Warrant Officer 2s, such as these guys to my left. I'll leave you to decide which group is easier to manage, okay? All right, thank you. Okay, so I consider being here today as a really exceptional privilege for me. I've been in the service for just short of 32 years now, and my career started in 1987, exactly as these guys are here now. Square rig, so exactly the same rig, and some 11 promotions later, I find myself as a commander. Now, that isn't me saying to you, hey, haven't I done great? But what it is really a message to you guys to say the wonderful opportunities that await you in our service. Okay, the door will be open for you to every promotion, be that whether you go on, you stay in the service and you want to become a warrant officer, the actual head of your technical element, or you want to cross-train and you want to become an officer, opportunities will be there for you, the doors will be open, it's up to you, put your foot over the threshold and make sure that door doesn't come closing on you. You will have setbacks, it's up to you to gain the courage, okay, and the strength to overcome those setbacks. Everybody has setbacks. Everybody here has had setbacks in their life. If you haven't, you've been damn fortunate. So as you leave Sultan and you head off into your first sea assignment, I know that you're all going to go ashore into a slight holding pattern first, but utilise that time that you have got in ashore, get home to your families, spend time, especially those lads who live up in the northeast, and it's not easy to get up there. I know I spent 20 years travelling up to Hull and back before I saw the light and decided to move to the south coast. So please do that. I was just too old for driving by that point. So do that, but get home, stay in touch with your families and maximise that time, because what I can assure you is over the next 3 years you are going to spend sustained periods away from family and loved ones. And I'll touch more on that in a minute. You will read in the press that the defence as a whole, that's just not the Royal Navy, that is the Royal Navy, Air Force and the Army, are all under extreme financial constraints. So you'll see that just recently in the paper, we can't man the carrier. It's not that we can't man the carrier, we are manning the carrier, we just need more people, we need more money. So that's the Defence Secretary's way of saying, I need more money from the Treasury, and he's putting it out there. So, but that shouldn't be saying, you guys, all right, we'll give you every tool that you need to progress your career. Okay, for the Naval Service, this is a really exciting time. You'll have seen those who have crossed the Gosport Ferry. You'll have seen HMS Queen Elizabeth is there alongside on the new jetty. By the end of this year, her sister ship, Prince of Wales, will come down from Rosyth, and she'll be alongside her also in the dockyard there. And just in time for the carrier to go across to the States to do her second round of fixed-wing flying with the F-35, and also the F-35 training is taking place in a place called RAF Marham, which is King's Lynn. No opportunities for you lot, unfortunately. But the way we operate the carrier will change the whole Navy's concept of operation. So what we will see is we will deploy as a task group. We won't be going in ones and twos anymore. You'll have the carrier, she'll be shadowed by 2 destroyers, so 2 Type 45s and 2 Type 23s. They will act as their escort, providing their air and subsurface defence, and also there'll be a submarine intact. Whether that will be disclosed is another matter. So what does that mean then for the rest of the service? It's still an exciting time. So one of the guys wants to talk about HMS Montrose. HMS Montrose is currently in the Arabian Gulf, and she will stay there for 3 years. So the guys will be on 4 months on, 4 months off, 4 months on, 4 months off, a bit like the Merchant Navy operates. We've never operated in that manner. We're changing the way we operate because we're putting our people first. So that's really important, guys. So Montrose Port, Montrose Starboard. So that's what Montrose is going to be doing. And we'll have a permanent presence in the Arabian Gulf. And I'm sure everybody is aware of the strategic importance that is having a presence out in the Gulf. Okay, keeping that sea lane open, particularly the Strait of Hormuz and that area around Kuwait into Saudi Arabia. OPVs, a couple of you are going into fish, so OPVs, offshore patrol vessels, they've been used by the Ministry for fishery protection, and also with Brexit coming up, that's going to be absolute #1 strategic importance for the Royal Navy, and also then the Batch 2 OPVs coming online, and we're going to operate those what we call at reach. So at reach means into the Caribbean, Singapore, Eastern Mediterranean, areas that we have not really operated for a long time. So you will hear, if you hear old sailors, Mr. Power can probably remember when we had an Eastern, Far East fleet. No, not quite, sorry. Okay, but we're going to operate, it's global reach. So if you hear the Secretary of State talking, he will talk about a global deployable Navy. And this is very much what each and every one of you are going to become a part of. Unfortunately, I don't go to see that much these days, but I really wish you well. There is really, really exciting times ahead. Operating with other nations as well. We're not going to deploy the carrier with just UK vessels. She'll go with Americans, French, and other NATO allies. Okay, as an ME, you know, you are the creme de la creme, guys, without a shadow of a doubt. And I'm sorry, there's one lady there, but I will generically just call you all guys. So your days will start before everybody else, and they'll finish before everybody else. As you all know by now, we're all salaried, you don't get paid by the hour. All you do is take away from that enormous pride that without you, there's no ship going to leave the wharf. There's no ship going to go on operations. There's no ship going to protect the carrier or have a deployable Navy without a successful marine engineering department. And you, although in the early throes of your career, you will soon become the heartbeat of that department, and you will fall into the battle rhythm, and you will take great, great pleasure from that. And my challenge to you is to continue that tradition. As I say, 32 years in, still making up my mind whether I like it or not, but you know, if I could go back and be where you guys are now, I would. My first assignment was as a fresh-faced 17-year-old. I joined a ship called HMS Southampton. She was a Type 42 destroyer. And we, not much after joining, we undertook a period of operational sea training, which is where, again, very early day, very early mornings, very late nights, put through your paces, puts the ship through the paces, and that brings you all together ready to go out and fight if that's what we need, if that is what is required of you. And please do keep that in mind. Our primary function, where necessary, is to go and fight. So we soon headed off into the Gulf. And on the 3rd of September 1988, the eve of my 18th birthday, everybody's quickly calculating how old I am now, I know I can get it. The eve of my 18th birthday, we had an unfortunate collision with a merchant vessel. We were doing escorts through the Straits of Hormuz, and we had an unfortunate collision with a merchant vessel called the Torbay, and it resulted in significant damage to the ship, significant water intake, total loss of propulsion, and very close to abandoning ship. We lost the main broadcast of the ship, otherwise I think we would have abandoned ship at that point. We didn't abandon ship, we stayed, we fought. As a young 17-year-old, I didn't really get it. I did not get it. As a 48-year-old, I definitely get it now. But I looked around, I remember looking around and thinking leadership, grit, determination, all the things that we now call C2 drill, they existed, when I was at your point in time. So, and the beauty of it was, at midnight, everybody downed tools and sung happy birthday. It was at that point that I realised I was really a part of something special. And I've never ever changed my view on that. So please, if you want to keep that little memento of what happened to Larry when he was 17 in your mind, please keep that. But I often go back to that thought. So we have dark days, you'll have bad days, and you'll have days where you think, I really don't like this. But I often think back to that, and that really gives me the energy and the drive that I need to manage just shy of 5,000 people. So, moving on, and that's not to say that you're not going to have fun. You are absolutely going to have fun. But again, another little message for me, get the fun, get the work in the right balance. And I'm sure the guys to my left have drilled that into you in the time that you've been here. You work hard, you play hard. Get it in the right balance. Okay, make sure that you maintain your ability to deliver operational capability to your platform. So in my time, I've got 2 global deployments. I've been down to the Falklands for 3 times, absolutely fantastic, down to a beautiful place called South Georgia, and I've been out to the Caribbean 4 times. And I was fortunate to go on a 7-month tour of the Caribbean during my time as the Marine Engineer Officer in HMS Lancaster. It was fantastic for me, but by hell was it a challenge, keeping teenagers and guys in their young teens thinking that they're not on a rum cruise, That was a real challenge. But we got there. And again, guys, it's the messages, you look out for each other, okay? This is your extended family, okay? You've got your family and loved ones in front of you, but your shipmates become your extended family. So please don't ever forget that. And during your time in the service, you're going to meet people that will enhance your life. I came from a council estate in Hull 30 odd years ago, and I've met people throughout that time that have enhanced my life, made me look at life differently, in a different manner. And you will get that all the time. You will meet people. Some people you'll think, whoa, I don't get you. But it takes a bit of time, and then you get it. It's just that we come from different walks of life, and we've had different upbringings, but we've all got one common goal, and that's to serve in the Royal Navy. So the staff here in Sultan have talked to you about the C2 drill, but for me, guys, the most important thing you have is honesty. And I'll be absolutely astounded if when you join your ships, your MEO doesn't say to you the key element is honesty. 100%. Everybody makes mistakes. As my charge chief, you won't know what charge chiefs are, but sort of old money warrant officers, he said to me, everybody makes mistakes. That's why we put rubbers on the end of pencils. And that's absolutely right. So don't worry about making mistakes. It's early in your career, you're gonna make mistakes. I make them every day. It's about how we learn from them and how we move on, and we try not to repeat them. Yeah? So please keep that in mind. And don't ever be afraid to put your hands up and say, you know what, I got that. It's a really good sign of somebody that's really got honesty. During my time as MEO, after that, I went on to serve in the flotilla as a Deputy Staff Marine Engineer Officer, where I then went out with Mr. Power here, and we went and then told people how they should be doing their jobs correctly. The world according to Larry and Bob it was. I'm not sure how we got on. But what I did see is exceptionally talented people out there. People who want to be in the Navy. People who are exceptionally proud to wear this uniform. Have that pride every time you put that uniform on, whether it's your PCS, it's your overalls, it's your action working dress, whatever it is. Get up every morning and have that enormous pride that I'm sure you're feeling today, and let that continue. I know the Bishop has already mentioned it, but I do want to mention the 2 gentlemen to my left. I've been exceptionally fortunate to serve with both of them. Mr. Stephen is a quite exceptional technician. He can make the most complex mechanical defects look like Lego. I couldn't do that, that's why I had to become an officer. Okay, Mr. Power I served with in the flotilla, and again was a fine exemplar to everybody, be it peers, subordinates, or superiors. They all, when Mr. Power spoke, they listened. He didn't give them a choice, I'm afraid. But so for you guys, you've had the best footing that we can possibly give you. All right, but you've also replied with that by quote unquote the best course that they've seen in 5 years. Okay, so I just asked everybody to put their hands together for the staff once more. And team, I know they are ably supported by you. They sit there drinking tea all day with their feet up, and you don't do the cracking up. Okay, guys, finally, be proud of what you have achieved today. Look forward. Okay, look forward. Don't look back. Don't worry about what's gone on. Go forward. Go forward. Keep putting that best foot forward at all times. And just remember this as well. You only need one good time to far outweigh any bad time that you have. So do keep going forward with that. So after 30 years, 32 years almost now, I think I do like the Royal Navy. And I hope that in 30 years' time, you're still here as commanders or as warrant officers, because you can do it. I've proven to you that you can do it. It's within everybody's gift here. It's not without personal sacrifice, and that personal sacrifice comes in all different forms. Not going on a run ashore, being away from loved ones, families, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, etc. When I was MEO, me and my dear wife, we had a child. I wasn't expecting in my early 40s, no. But we had a child. 3 weeks later, I deployed for 7 months. When I came back, he was almost walking. But, you know, dear Claire had been a single parent for that duration. And that is something that we must never forget. So do keep in touch with your families, because these are the ones that worry about you. So whether that's in Middlesbrough, Newcastle, Rochdale, wherever you are, and you're not coming in until 2 and 3 in the morning, I think it's even later these days. All right, your families are still worrying about you. And there is absolutely no excuse for these lot not staying in touch with you, because they've all got internet connection to email. So they can all email you. So, and if they don't, get in touch with somebody and they will make sure that they do. So do keep in touch with your families, guys, and do protect each other. And so finally, what I want to say is enjoy it, look forward, be aggressive, all right? Aggression is a really important part of our business as well, but it's got to be controlled aggression. Okay, so that's in your work, in your life, in everything that you do. Serve the Royal Navy to the best of your ability, and the Royal Navy will serve you. I genuinely mean that. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, really grateful that you could come here today and witness what is, again, an exceptional day for everybody that's in front of me. Thank you very much indeed. Safe journeys home, everybody, and for you lot, the very, very best. Okay? Thank you very much.
Hooray! And class, passing out into the fleet. Turning right.